Hello and good morning, good afternoon, SpeedGaming. Welcome to another fun game of Link to the Past Randomizer Invitational League. We have a fun match here between Aga's Backup Dancers and who are we playing again, Pichu? What's your guys' team name?
I think it's past the Potence, but I'm not sure.
For so long, for so many years, I've been used to calling them Pacificania. That it's just been stuck in my head. I can't remember them under any other name. That
Yeah. It used to be past the Picanas, but like since I replaced Tepe, they just changed it for Potence instead of Picanas. So yeah.
And we've already started off here. Both are starting off in Link's house. Both immediately getting a sword. Is rather nice for this mode. We'll see if he continues to be nice.
I mean, what can go wrong? You have a sword. Everything's going to be fine. You have a weapon to defend yourself. Like,
what can go wrong?
Three
have you
heart
been watching some of the
match,
matches this week?
3 hearts goal stairs. Like what can go wrong?
No Bovides, like it's just a fun little mode.
Exactly. And as we can see, both players start with an activating flute, which make walking around faster, mostly in the early game. And it also make some check logic earlier, so you can get more safeties if you need to.
Yeah, the thing that I like about the starting flute is that it gives you a lot more early game options instead of just like being super locked out and super limited. Just like, oh well, all I really have open is go to Skull Woods and gather a couple bombs real quick. I can just flute over to Myershed like James did and get a couple checks there real fast. Or Catfish is not really as abandonable in this now. Like
exactly, but you still need a glove for Catfish. But like, instead of walking from Link's house or Dark Sank, you can just flute to 2 and walk from there, which makes things faster. But you still have the problem of farming money early on because of chess game, digging game pod as well.
Yeah, and that's a little bit of the worry, but there's money in enough places in the underworld. Like there's 20 rupees in you can gather early in Thieves Town. There's a 4 or 5 rupee packs under pots in various spots in the early parts of Thieves Town. That'll enable you to be able to do shooting game.
Exactly, yeah.
And then as long as you can, hit a couple targets, you can get a pretty fair amount of money.
I think you have to do like twice and you have enough money kinda early on.
Nice, James, getting one of the bomb drops there. I believe all those bushes are 50-50. Not all of them.
Both of them are. The one where you get the bomb. And I think he's going to slash. Yeah, this one is also another one.
There's also, I think that bottom right one there in that group of 5 also has a 50-50 of dropping a bomb as well, I think.
Think so, but I might be wrong. I thought it was only those 2.
I'd have to look at the drops again. It's been a little bit since my inverted knowledge, and probably would be a little bit more up on it if I played inverted a little bit more recently, but have not. Guilty of that.
Have you heard there was a tournament recently that
I heard some really cool people ran that, and it went really well. It was a really good tournament. There's some flippers there in Hype Cave and some money.
Please don't be an early Ice Palace play. Please.
Oh, you.
At least they have 4 hearts.
Come on, Bombos. You want to show up and make Ice a thing. One of Bread's favorite things, and by favorite things, I mean he's gonna dread it and be cursing.
I mean, you still need a big key to put Coaster and Logic. You still need 1 or 2 small keys plus Orto Samaria. Like,
oh yeah, but just to play into Ice in general, though.
Yeah.
Oh, nice dig game bombs. I'm gonna continue digging for a little bit of money. Which is
Yep.
understandable. Eventually want to be able to get to pod. Still do chess game, which is 30 rupees?
Yeah, 30 rupees. I mean, Brad has enough money, so at this point for the early game. Maybe not for Zora, but Zora's is.
Zora's still
However,
well and far out of your mind at this point.
yeah, it is, it is. You need your right to access first.
I'm just trying to look and think about what's still on the table at this point, because
Skull
so far
Woods.
we've really only seen, yeah, like Skull Woods, first check of Castle Tower,
First check a pot, Pyramid Ledge, Super Bunny.
as much fun as
Uh,
everyone wants to do Super Bunny.
Yep. Spectacular World Cave as well has a bunny. It is also on logic.
Mm.
But I think at this point, like the density is Skull Woods, I think you go there. It's 5 checks.
With the flippers, can we get over to pod? I can't remember if there's the
Yeah, the
the
flute.
bridge over there.
Yeah,
Oh
the
yeah,
flute.
and we do have the flute, so we can get over to that direction.
To be fair, without the flute, yes, with the flippers you can go. There's like the bridge. Like you need to cross Lake Ilian, there's like a bridge further to east. But with the flute, you just float to 5. It's faster. And less deadly as well.
Okay, and I didn't see that earlier. That was a key to Turtle Rock on chest. So,
And James, up to go to the mountain here.
yeah, not rescuing the old man, just going straight up for either Castle Tower or Super Bunny. So, let's see which one he opts for.
You Castle Tower first. Like both chests, since he has the small key. And then yeah, you go from there. Because if you get a glove and oak shot, let's say it's lucky, glove and oak shot into the first chest of Castle Tower, you can do oak shot cave.
Yeah,
But like
I
at this
don't
point,
think. I was gonna say I don't think you get that lucky and spike both, but you never know.
yeah, but you know, Rando is being Rando.
Rando will be Rando. Rando will try to be haha funny sometimes.
Exactly. But what about the Vania Castle Tower small key?
And that's just money on Bumper Ledge. It's looking like Bretta's gonna peek into Skull Woods now. Get her first look into there.
Agree with Brad play to go to Skull Woods. Like you get more safeties to pass the Lionels, you can get Moon Pearl maybe.
Yeah, because 4 Hearts is a little skinny for getting past those Lionels. I didn't quite catch. Was there anything on that
No.
Castle Tower one?
No, it was 20 rupees. And James up to not do their second chest here. I mean, it's not in logic.
It's not logic. I can kind of understand it. It's a little difficult to get to sometimes because that dark one can just be difficult.
Yeah. And also, like, it's slow because you need to navigate a dark room without a lamp. And, like, with not much health, you can just get killed by the blue card. If you're unlucky.
Red's stealing the key. And looking like James is heading over to pod. Can't really do too much. We only have, well, no keys. We don't have a bottle, so we'll only be able to really do Shooter Room and Mimic Clip, but he's just walking right on past that and making a big old liar out of me. Looks like so we're checking Pyramid at least first.
I mean, going back to pod, like I said, it's just a flip to 5, so like it's not that slow. And going to pod is kind of slow, kinda. And also it's like only for 1 check. Like I know I wouldn't do it because I can't Mimic Clip.
Yeah, and Pyramid's also 1 check too at this point, but also in logic, but
yeah. And nice hook shot on Red's side. In Skull Woods. And glove. You know
Hey,
what?
there's the exact 2 items that you were just talking about.
Just in the wrong dungeons. I should have said Skullwoods, not Castle Tower. My bad.
Goldwood Castle Tower, that's basically the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Like,
And also with that hookshot, you will make dodging the Lionel a bit easier because you can just hookshot and use those iframes to not get a hit.
a little easier. It's still a little clunky, a little funny, a little, but
yeah, we don't like those, but it's just easier. I'm not saying it's easy.
yeah.
But like, Brad is playing a bird. He can just fly over the Lionels. Like, I know it's a Pokemon. I just don't know the Pokemon name, sadly.
Decidueye?
Yeah, this one. Thank you. I know my name is Pichu and it's a Pokemon, but I don't know every Pokemon in the game.
Hey, there's like 700,000 of those things, right? Like,
Yeah.
you can't know every single one, right?
No. I know the first evolution, but that's it. I know it's routed, so... And what is in Hookshot Cave today?
A single arrow.
Mm-hmm. Good find, good find.
A single rupee.
rupee.
Come on. Are we gonna get more single things?
A single big key, yeah.
Hmm.
And a single
And another
glove.
glove. No single ladies though, so.
Yep.
It's unfortunate.
Those myths open Lightwell Death Mountain.
Makes things a little interesting.
Like Floating Island, for instance. And if you find a mirror here, you can do TR. But no mirror. But still.
No mirror, but one pod key.
Yep, and Red's going right to Light Roll here. Which is, I understand. I would have done the same. You just need not to die in, like, by dead rocks or minimal dorms here. Which can be difficult.
Because dead rocks like to be jerks.
Exactly. I mean, I had my moment with dead rock last year in League, so...
Yeah.
I think you remember the one I was talking about.
I seem to recall. There's a reason we're in the booth today.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, we can also go in large world with myths. Oh, that's smart from Brent. I completely forgot about this. And what is smarter is grabbing the smith.
A long bit of bunny walking, grabbing the smith, and seeing if this is one of the very rare, interesting seeds where Light World is on something interesting like the smith. Brett has a lot of dodging, a lot of walking to do to get all the way over to Kakariko from here.
I mean, he needs to make his steps in, like, just walking around and not get hit by birds, by guards, by anything.
He's got to get his poke counter up.
Yeah, exactly.
To put the Pokeball bouncing up and down there.
It's like the eggs in Pokemon, like you need to walk for it, like, to...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And it's the same thing, like once, like, you walk enough and find a Moon Pearl, there will be a Pokemon.
It evolves, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I
didn't know we were playing Pokemon rather than Zelda.
Oh, you didn't know? Oh, okay. Now you know, yeah. We're playing Pokemon here.
Let's take a quick peek on racing game here while we're at it. Yeah, we're hatching the Smith.
Yeah. Nice.
Ooh, that is a bow.
That gives right side of Pod once we find Moonpearl.
I don't think Smith. Okay, yeah, Smith will enter there.
I think you could go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm always a little bit confused on which caves the blacksmith will and will not enter.
The smith cannot enter a dungeon. He cannot enter a connector entrance. And I don't think he can enter Big Red Bomb because Big Red Bomb is a follower. I think that's why he couldn't enter the Big Red Bomb house.
I'm not sure, because I think in normal play he can, but there's like something about inverted that he can't.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I'm not an expert of, like, Smith walking, whatever.
Game's weird.
Yeah.
Telthar and chat saying it's EG2 maps that he cannot walk into, I think, is being told.
Okay.
So that's very... The EG2 map is very specific underworld maps that cannot be entered.
What do we have left in Logic? Here. We have purple chest. 2 chests in Pod. And floating island. I think that's it. Then we have... Oh, we had catfish as well. The glove.
Yeah, with the glove, yeah.
And I think we've seen everything else here.
Oh, we may as well do purple chest while we're at it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you just flew to 6, lift the rock, and turn into purple chest.
Yeah.
And James entering Large Death Mountain with more health than Brad. And he was also able to dodge the dead rocks. It was not purple chest.
No, just a bunch of money on the Smith chain today.
I think he's going to try to do not Power Cave. Okay. Maybe?
We're doing catfish.
Yeah. No, I was talking about gem slide. Like, if you jump
okay.
down, you can open the chest, but like, I think it's... I don't think it's worth.
The one thing I was thinking of, I was trying to think, like, what, are there actually any, like, when you turn in, like, the smith, or, well, not necessarily the smith, but, bottle merchant, or, purple chest like that, if you do a tree pull, you can get super bunny, but are there any tree pulls that are actually worth doing, to let you get checks that are worth doing in the light world?
Really? I mean,
like
you can do Lost Wood, but that's it, I guess.
It's like, because like there's a tree over by Death Mountain that you could do a tree pull on that people do typically, and that's not a bad one. It's not too bad out of the way, but I'm trying to think like where purple chest is. Like, are there any down there that I can think of? Like, because the closest one that I can think of is like in the castle area, in which it's not that great.
It's a bit far.
We're gonna jump in on Castle Tower 1. Probably also check Castle Tower 2.
I mean, yeah, like, easier. I think you'll do Castle Tower 2, most likely. I mean, I would. Like...
Yeah, you want to try and write as much of this off as possible at this point. Especially since we're starting to get to that point where it's like, we're really starting to get limited on checks. Right, you have to open the door first, and also the sword isn't going to carry up the stairs.
Listen, he tried.
He definitely tried. I'm trying to think where this is heading at this point, and I think the answer is pretty much just... nice hammer. I
I
think
mean,
the answer is just pod at this
yeah,
point.
it is
with that
pod.
one key.
It is pod.
Because that gives you stuff of basement, bridge. Like, it's got to be something there, which I don't think Brett has jumped over to pod yet, has
No,
he?
it
It's
did
only been
not.
James over there, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I think what would be funny is a bottle in pod for the Moon Processing Kid. Or like Fire Rod on Sick Kid. Why not?
To go into Ice Palace? Are we doing bad theory crafting?
Oh, it should be Bumbo, so you see her eyes of Mire. Never mind, it's Bumbo, it's not Fire Rod.
Bread farming up some health so that way he doesn't die to the dead rocks on this trip to Light World.
I mean, it's a good plan, like being full of health before going to Light World, where you can defend yourself. And what does the old man have today?
Just $20.
I mean,
I do like
change
at least getting. I was gonna say I do at least like getting the gold man there because you at least have the save and quit point now, and
yeah. I agree. I think James is going to do his Light World tour here, maybe. Or going to pod.
I was gonna say I
and
think he
maybe
got.
Lie.
Yeah, he's going to pod because he got that pod key. So
Yeah, I think he's waiting for the Moon Pearl. Before going Light World stuff. Which makes sense.
I think Brett's looking like he's gonna be right behind him here.
I mean, Red only has like pod to do here.
Nope, Bread make the liar out of me. Bread, where are we going? No, hammer pegs.
Hammer pegs, but hammer pegs aren't logic.
I mean, I think he just wants to write the area off.
Yeah. Maybe one more thing before going to pod, like a bottle with a potion or whatever, just so you can potion glitch.
See if you can strike the other bow, get another key, or
yeah,
just anything to push it just a little bit more.
So what do we have in pod here?
Fire rod.
Okay. We have mod, we have Ice Palace, and we have the big key to ice. But ice not logic, we don't have flippers.
So here's the question: do you really want to go to ice, or do you just do the one in logic check that is the back bridge chest of Skull Woods? Because Moth, while beatable, is not technically in logic.
If I'm James, I'm going Skull Woods. If I'm Brad, it's a bit more tricky because he has the hammer. So you can just full clear ice in one go. But going to ice is something. But yeah, he has flippers. Well, I don't remember. Oh yeah, flippers in Hype Cave. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think going ice is a plan because there's the bigger density then. I somehow thought we didn't have flippers.
Yeah, once Brig gets his fire rod, he's probably gonna head to ice. Though he's gonna be able to do a little bit more of pod because I know Brett does know Mimic Clip, so he's gonna be able to pull just a little bit more out of pod.
I think James can Mimic Clip too.
But just doesn't want to right now, or
I think. I mean, I don't know, but I think he can Mimic Clip, but
because I'm pretty sure Brett's gonna try and push it instead of opening the front door here. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense for him. He has the armor, but at the same time, I think if you're Brett and you do Mimic Clip, you skip Stealth's basement. If you go to back, I don't think he wants to Mimic Clip twice.
Yeah, well, basement was only $300, which isn't too much of a consequence. He just really needs to make sure that he gets that that bridge chest, which I think he may still get, but it really kind of depends on how he decides to route here. So far, nothing too interesting in ice, though.
I think he has to get the bridge chest. Even if it's nothing, even if we know it's nothing, I think you have to get it because it's in logic. You cannot just go to pod and say, I'm just going to back and not doing the front. When, the two front chests is in logic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, how you route it, like.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I will route it.
Yeah, not too much on right side, but.
Nice sword.
Another sword. Always welcome.
Exactly. So we have Ice Tea and Spike Chest and Logic and Ice left. We don't have the lamp, so the hammer is not logic for the rest of right side Ice.
Well, at least the runners are finally starting to get a little bit healthy. Big key to Skull Woods, okay. Sure, we'll take it.
You're not saying no to that. Mostly when Red with Fun to Fire, we will probably head to Skull Woods and you'll be able to do the big chest on his way. But I think Brad used a small key. So like he can go to Moth. I don't
Yeah,
think
the one,
he dropped down.
the one that you stole under the pot.
Yeah. Like I know James dropped down, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think Brad did.
Okay. I was worried that Brett was gonna lock himself in the back and forget about doing the bridge chest here.
No, it's a smart routing from Brad. I like it. So it's a back to Skullwoods, the logic. This is where they want us to go. The Moth. But at least James had a sword, so the Moth fight will be a bit easier. If you decide to go kill Moth.
Yeah, I mean, it was very tempting to just go to Moth there, so.
I think you give it a try, and not force it, if you die.
Brett banking and hoping on the fact that Skullwoods is the play, especially since he did get that Skullwoods big, so it is a little bit. Well, nope. Double checking, banking. Well, darn ice.
I mean, you want the Master Sword. It doesn't know it's there, but he wants a Master Sword.
The psychic part of the Decidueye, like I think it's a psychic. The Master Sword senses are tingling. It's like I need that sword that's in that ice palace.
Or you want a Skullwood Small, as mentioned in chat. That is also.
Oh, was there a Skullwood Small in there?
No. Maybe he wants that. Maybe he's looking for that. There might be one on the right side, or Corsair, but we don't know that.
Right, so let's see what's over here on the British Chest of Skull.
I hope it's not Lamp. For Hammer to get right side eyes for James.
Bombos.
Remember when I was calling Bombos? Well, guess it's Meyer.
Was Meyer Bombos?
Meyer's Bombos are according to your tracker.
I don't like that.
I mean, you don't have to. You don't have Samaria, so you don't have to kill Virtuous, but you know.
Yet. There's always that yet clause.
Yeah, but you know, it was like small characters. Like I'm not going to say that. It's just right down at the bottom of the page.
It's that fine print at the bottom.
Exactly. You know what I'm talking about. And James is going to attempt to do Moth here. Good luck for him.
Yeah, can't blame him. It's not too terrible a fight. It's 5 heart. You know, you got a couple fire rod shots.
You have beams, so you can just. He had beams.
It's mostly as long as the spikes decide to play nice. Moth gets off the wall one of these days, like, and the conveyor floor plays nice. Like, everything might just go okay, and Moth won't hit its little enrage that it does that most people don't necessarily think about, and there goes that.
It was a try though. 10 out of 10 for the try. I think you bailed out this one. You don't have magic, James. Leave. Oh, you don't have magic for Meyer though. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's looking to just grab a magic drop
full magic.
like that.
I think with a full magic drop, I might have gone back to Moth.
Yeah.
I might have tried it.
Either that, or you might just be thinking, well, I don't want to tilt myself too hard if I die again, because the second death really kind of pushes you sometimes. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. But I would have stretch push it because I got full magic. I don't need farm magic to go back to Moth. Nice shovel on nice badass on Brit's side.
Red, you don't need to pull that tongue yet.
He's preparing himself. Okay. So James didn't skip that much from Ice Badass, except shovel. But like shovel might be nothing. Maybe.
Nice Meyer key. That'll be nice when Brett goes to Meyer eventually.
Yeah. It's this monkey that James has, so it's not like the James routing won't be that terrible since he has the same monkey.
Oh, he did. He was able to get that. Oh, right. He was.
Yeah, he had joke shot. Yeah, he got this one. He couldn't get the two other chests at the shovel.
I was like, oh, clearly that was on the Hammerlock side, so he wasn't able to get that.
I mean, you're not wrong technically, but yeah. No, it's like the only chest you can get without hammer. On here.
So are you ready to find the lamp in here?
The lamp won't give much.
It puts the hammer in logic.
Yeah, but we've seen everything behind the hammer from Brett's side. Because like if we want to do coast there, we need a small cure too. For it to be in logic.
Do we?
Yes. Because if you don't have any small keys, you can't open the back door to just like, hit the switch before closer. Like you can waste any small keys in the doors, I think.
I need my chart, because there's a thing that it's like, I can't remember if it's with or without hookshot. Cold Stare is either 0 key locked or 2 key locked, and I cannot remember for the life of me which.
Because, okay, if you get the small key under the rock on the right side, you can open the door to go to right side. The small key under the pot before Iced Tea Room, you can open the door above Iced Tea Room. And the first key on the berry, well, you can just open the Ice Palace Bomb Jump door. And you don't have any small keys to go to Cold Stairs. And even if you have one, like, you need some Aria just to push a block, I think. Because you cannot hit that switch that bread is heating. But I think that's the Ice Palace logic here.
As much as having the Master Sword is nice here, boy, wouldn't you love having that Bombos right about now?
Oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say no for a Bombos on for Cold Stare.
And Cold Stare for me is just one of those fights that's like, I really don't like it since the implementation of Fast ROM, because I was just, it was so much better and so much easier of a fight for me with the regular ROM speed. God, Brett gave me a freaking heart attack there with that, how close that was.
And James found the moon pearl in Meyer.
Oh, did he now?
Yeah, it wasn't a bad check. In Meyer. And I see some area luck, by the way, with the small key on Coldstare.
Nice small key.
Well,
Well, Brett at least has the dungeon up.
Yep. He's going to Skullwoods. He's probably going to kill Moth as well, or try. Or are you going to Pyramid Ledge? Because he
Pyramid Ledge and
it was a hard piece. What is a bit unfortunate for James is the hammer in CT2.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit on him for that. Having already checked CT1.
Because we need a hammer to beat the game for sure. Because of Coldstare being a crystal.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think like what would draw him really back to the mountain.
He found us a mirror. You will go there potentially.
Because like especially in inverted, you're kind of waiting for Hammer to show up because Hammer gives you Hera.
I agree. But like for now, he doesn't have any. Yes, I'm checking him out. He has Paradox Cave. Like I don't think with whole light roll open you don't go to the mountain.
Brett is, I think, hitting that point in the logic where he's like, okay, it feels like I skipped something. What am I missing?
I mean, I think he realizes it's back up Skullwoods, but I think he wants to look for Skullwood Small. If he can, so like when he is in the back, he can just go try and kill Moth. But sadly for him, there's no Skullwood Small here. And nice boots. Now we can dash. I think there was nothing in a library when Brett checked it earlier.
I want to say it was just $20.
Yeah.
See, the only thing in that area was the bow on race game.
Which I think James will get soon. I think he goes south from here. Yep. Yeah, it was $20. Yeah, and Brett found his bumbos and wish he had that earlier for Coldstare. Or he just mad that it gives Flyer.
I think he's a little mad that it gives Meyer and he's basically last locating it.
Yeah, I mean. But there's nothing more in Mario that Brett can do that James didn't do, since he doesn't have the big key.
No, it just feels bad.
Yeah.
There's that pesky key to Skullwoods that Brett will be wanting eventually.
Yeah. At least for Red it's free. Like you won't be skull with small for go mode, and all skull with small are bad. In the bad spot. So that's good for him.
It might as well turn out that we might not even need the skull with key because Moth might be a pendant.
Exactly. Yeah. It might be. Because so far we only know that Ice is crystal.
We don't even know if it's a 5/6 crystal, so.
Nope. I don't think Brett did a menu, so we couldn't check. And he didn't speak to Big Red Bone guy because he couldn't, because he had the Smith with him.
No, we'll be able to see when he does a save and quit.
Yeah.
Which he's
But you
done
need
once
to
since, but we didn't really look.
Yeah, we need to pay attention to it because like he won't stay like 5 minutes into the menu to say, hey, here's the crystal. Is it the blue one? Is it the red one? We don't know yet. Like normally you don't stay like that long on the menu.
I mean, Moldorm Cave just being a bunch of junk.
James didn't find much in life. When he found boots, he found a bow. Well, found a bow. We knew it was there, but you know, he got the bow. A couple of small keys as well. But the only thing that wasn't back of pod was the skull was big, and the skull was big was nothing.
Red, no. That might have been intentional because he knows he had to check the spike chest here soon.
I think I would have died after map chest. Because that way I don't need to go head back to switch. If that was intentional.
I'm not certain.
But again, I don't know which one is faster doing both. Dying where he died, or dying in map chest. And James pick up the heart containers. I mean, it's free safety, so you don't say no to that.
Yeah, I mean, we're still on green now, so.
Yeah. I mean, this is 8 heart. Like, 7 is not that much. And that heart may be the difference between a death and a non-death. Well, now he has 10 hearts. And a red potion. And Red finally found his moon pearl in map chest. I think like what, 5 or 6 minutes after James, maybe? Maybe less.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I think we will see which route he's going to take. Will he flee to Mire again to take the portal there? Will he go to CAC?
The obvious play is always go to Kakariko as soon as you have Light World access and invert it pretty much, because there's just so many checks there. It's so dense. Like, you can't not go there. Except for it's going to make a liar out of me, of course.
I kind of forgot he had the hammer, so he can go pretty much wherever he wants.
Excuse me, Brett, are you going to spike front of escape?
He might be. Which is a bit unfortunate because the boots are in CAC.
Well, that was only one boot. What about the other boot?
I have it on my foot.
Okay.
And TR and Skullwoods are 5/6, so we'll need the moth skill. He'll need the Skullwoods small key. I think James will just get and go to the north route here. I mean, you can do everything there. With the boots, with mitts. Nice rod.
Nice rod.
We will need that for TR. It is all required. I think the next progression is going to be the mirror, if I'm being honest. I mean, it gives like all of TR, and we have to be key. We have only one small key. But like we can do a couple of checks there with fire rod and such. Well, actually, we can do 8, but yeah. And one of them is not in logic.
$50 on lumberjack.
That's a bit bad for James because like he knows that if we go back to Caldor, it's only for second chest. So like it might take a while for finding that hammer.
Yeah, but hammer does lock quite enough in that he will have to be drawn to it eventually.
And what do we have in back of escape here?
Hey,
the mirror.
In the book.
Ooh.
That could very well be required.
Yeah, if this is a crystal or there's progression in the desert. I think that mirror will lead James back to the mountain and maybe he'll get the hammer. But I don't know if he'll do Castle Tower 2 before going to the rest of the mountain, and if he's going to mirror to get it. I wish he does. Honestly, he's my teammate, so. And nice milk is desert. That goes well with that book. But I think at this point you wait a little bit for the desert big key to show up before going there.
And incoming desert big key.
In 3, 2.
Cast that magic spell. Nope, that's just a red rupee. Didn't try hard enough.
Let me use my power again. The desert big key will be somewhere. There you go.
That's not a big key.
That's a shield. What if you do the shield to the door to break the door? He's going straight to desert. And there's an area like Agina and Checkerboard that we haven't seen yet. Makes sense. Because again, like James is still looking for the hammer for maybe making like the mountain boy to do era here. But we know it's not going to be there because we know where it is.
Yeah, getting the lamp I think would definitely sort of drive him, I think, towards CT a little bit.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And
I think Brett will probably be kicking himself a little bit once he finds the boot here.
Ooh,
That's
small.
kind of nice, kind of needed, probably.
If I'm James, after like desert area, I'm going straight to swamp. You don't have the hammer, but like you can just picky clip and kill Argus.
Yeah, these days with how little hammer is required for swamp.
Yeah. But we can pass around it, so. James, the torch. James? What are you doing? The torch?
It's okay, I'm sure there's nothing on there. This has never bitten anyone before, ever.
No, it's just a second hammer, it's fine. There's only one hammer in the game for those who don't know. There's not two. I kinda hope it's nothing now.
Okay. That could be useful. Maybe.
Be useful once we find the thief's big key. And it's a crystal, and we need to beat it.
Yeah, so far we've been seeing a surprisingly low amount of the necessary big keys.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And James going straight to swamp. What would be funny for logic-wise is the lamp in the first two chests. And with that map check, we saw that Thief's Town, Myron, and Swamp are normal crystals. On Jim's side. So you'll need to beat Argus, so.
Thief, Meyer, Swamp, Skull, and TR, so that's one more to be on that.
We also limited 3 pendants plus to know 1 crystal. Like, we need Samaria for sure. We'll need T's big. And depending what the last crystal is, we might be like suiting Gobo, to be honest. And we need GT big too.
Yeah, that might come up.
Yeah. Nice sword.
Nice sword. Always a classic.
Nice Samaria.
Nice Samaria.
Another classic. It's a walking cane from Cold. That boy was sitting there. He lost his cane.
How many more weapons can we stuff into front of escape?
We can find silvers. We can find the other sword. We can find bombs. A lot of items. Well, yeah. So Uncle is required in this scene.
Yeah, he'll need to head down that tunnel eventually for that Samaria.
Yep. And the sword is always nice. Don't get me wrong on that.
Just 3 bombs, and the Meyer Small. So far, nothing fun turning up here. Didn't I just say Misery Meyer Small?
Yeah, but for the wrong person.
Hmm.
I mean, that's our third Mario Small in logic. Not in logic, but like it's a third Mario
Right.
Small.
Brett, you have to kill the guard first before you can open the door.
This is not AKDB, whatever letters that is.
80 KDBD UCZ is ACDC.
I think you forgot a P in there.
Something like that.
Yeah. Hey, Bugnet!
Yay!
That's ultimate items. Let's go. GG's. We can leave.
James wins the timer on that one.
Mhm.
A little bit from the reference of our team name last year. Where's our name item consisting of the Bugnet / Delay, Single Arrow, and Cane of Burna, which are now all 3 found.
We all now know that Pod is the Grim Pendant here. So we don't need the Pod Bay.
Let's leave the last 2 pendants between
Eastern Desert and Mire. No, we know Mire is a crystal. Fuck. Eastern Desert and Era.
which we do have a map to desert. Hera's like takes 5 seconds to finish.
Yeah, but you need a hammer. And
I
what
mean,
if the world
Brett has a
doesn't
hammer.
have the hammer?
I mean, James could have the hammer for the low payment of visiting CT2.
It could. Yeah. So Red's going to do North check. He's going to find a book. The desert's small. He might go at the mirror as well. He might
That's
go
kind
to
of
the
the
mountain.
important one.
He might go to the mountain here. He has the hammer, so
I definitely think I would see a mountain play out of him, especially since he can kill Trinex, get warped to the
Exactly.
front of TR, and then kill the front of TR, so...
and he can kill Era as well.
So the route working out pretty well for Bread here.
It does. And James got his first crystal out of swamp.
Hooray!
With a Myra Bicky. Yeah, it's a mountain play for James here. Hopefully do CT2 first. I hope.
Hey, listen, nothing. I'm not gonna take things over how I decide to call beating the front of a dungeon. It's still early for me. I'm. It's 11 o'clock somewhere.
I mean, you're just going to kill the chimp-chomps in front of TR, don't you? That's what you meant.
Yeah, exactly. You just kill the chain chops. That's how that works.
Yes. Because we all know that those chimp-chomp loves to make our life misery.
And they were given so many ways to take damage.
Exactly, and they hurt. Like, took a bunch of damage. We may get a pet check from Brad here while he's doing Lost Wood.
So what's remaining that can be on pet? A couple keys, maybe, like
a big key, most likely. I like him. He might check pet, mirror, beat Skullwood.
Can certainly see that. Yep, that looking to be in the cards.
Ooh, Biggie's full
That's
bed.
ambiguous.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't quite like that.
But it could be worse. Don't get me wrong. It could have been like a required big key. Like
I mean,
GT
it could
big
still
key.
be it could still be a required big key.
Yeah, but like it could have been more obvious that is a required big key.
I mean,
Like,
it basically just says like, and on the pedestal today you have a giant question mark.
oh no, what is the giant question mark? No!
The
It's
evil
clearly a
giant
cane.
question mark.
It's a third cane.
The green cane?
Then a yellow one.
Yellow one. What's the yellow
Yellow,
one?
yeah.
Do?
It does like shock the enemy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's the electric cane, got it.
Yeah. Oh. Yep, that's the second crystal for bread. Nicely done at the moth fight.
Yeah, Tapper's sort of making quick work of Moth.
And now we're doing the map check, so he knows that Thieves Town, Mire, and Swamp are crystals.
Yep, basically confirming his shopping list.
Yep. I mean, at this point, like, you go to the mountain and beat Era, he'll know if it's a pendant or not. He'll find the Eastern Big Key, and then probably beat Eastern while you're at it. And then figure out if it's the last pendant or not. Yeah. And with a Samari, it can be TR.
I feel like James has to check CT2 in this trip, otherwise he's really just never going to check it until it's his absolute last location.
Yeah.
Like, it's really kind of worrying me a little bit.
I mean, I understand him not checking it. Because it's
Yeah,
kind of
like,
slow. But you have to. Like,
it makes sense, but it's such a terrible, like, just.
yes. It is a one-off.
Yes, that word. I couldn't think of the word.
Yeah. Like, he might maybe saying, it's like, oh, I'm gonna do it with my trip to Era. So I can just mirror out there in front, but like...
As soon as I get Hammer, I'll go check it. Well,
exactly!
Little do you know.
Are we only missing the Big Key and Thief Town Big Key? Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe that's what
we're
seeing.
For no mode. For no mode.
For no mode.
Yeah. I mean... yeah, I mean, I understand James like going beating crystals. But...
Pendant Desert, so it's Eastern Hera for the other crystal.
Eastern or Era for the other
Yes.
crystal. Not N.
That's what I meant. Totally didn't slip.
I know, I mean... I totally understand.
English isn't a terrible language, by far, no.
I didn't have trouble learning it. I swear, I promise. It just took me, I don't know, like what? 12 years or something? I don't know how many English classes I've got.
I'm 30-something and I'm still learning it.
Oh, okay. Well, I stopped learning it, so it's fine. I just say random words from time to time. I thought James was going to go with Pet in Physical Woods here. But I guess it's going to Eastern, and I guess it would have been faster to take the Ice Palace portal. But miss.
I mean, this direction is a choice.
It is. But I think with this route I would have been in Skullwoods.
Right next, you got anything fun today? Nope. Just the heart of my enemy.
Exactly. But it's the heart of which head?
The middle.
Okay. Now I know. Thank you.
Because the left and right head died first, you know, they left everything to the middle head.
Oh. Gotcha. Yeah. Makes sense. I agree with that logic. There's a GTB in TR.
That's kind of needed.
Yep. I mean, if TR is the last crystal and you only need GTB key, you might just say nope. I'm not doing the front. I'm going straight to GT.
Because look at how many checks GT is.
It's like 22 or something. Like, it's a lot.
Whatever it is they used to say when they would do the guessing game.
Yeah. Sorry, it's 21 plus a tire room. I don't want to consider the tire room as a check. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, you make it sound like tile room doesn't count.
It doesn't count. There's never something there. Never. There's a bunch of tires flying around for nothing. I think Red's going to go to Era here. And with Ether Tablet.
Between their arms, finding all of the Turtle Rock small keys. So I don't know what it is. It's like every time one finds one key, the other one finds the key to another key to that dungeon, like within seconds. We do the same thing with Meyer. We're doing it with Turtle Rock again. Like,
yeah, it's not my fault. There's a bunch of keys. I think this is a big key of Thieves, Dark, Blood. I was trying to think which big key we're missing among the two others. That was at Thieves Town.
Okay, I can certainly understand Brett being suspicious of this.
I mean, Prime could be there a big key, so it doesn't have to get put again on top to the big chest. And he has a mirror to come back quickly to the front.
Well, I mean, I was thinking about the logic, like, what really all is left in logic, aside from doing Eastern?
Meyer Bages?
Brett doesn't have Meyer Big yet, it looks like.
But James does. I don't remember exactly where it was, but okay, so Era is the last crystal. He might go the pod here, with the 4 small keys. And he knows the pendant, so I think he's going to spend all of his small keys. I think. That's what I will do.
At the middle hall.
The worst one. So far, Brad missed nothing in Bud, from what we've seen on James' side. Only bombs and a heart piece. In a bottle. Maybe just be something to Big Chest. Maybe. And meanwhile, Brad's doing the middle of TR, the big chest, crystal roller, as well, lava chest, champ chomps.
Yeah, just a couple of checks that James couldn't get to.
Yeah, so Brad missed nothing in odd.
Nice quake to get into TR.
Yeah, I think Scissor Skull would play from James. He might go try beat Moth again.
Yeah.
What is at it?
Beat Moth, checked head. Maybe.
I mean, it's difficult if you're in Dark World right now. But he might flip back to 3 and go to Dark World, but he might not. At this point, he's missing a couple of things. Only a couple of them.
Only a few.
Yeah. But like, he'll need his hammer soon. He'll need his Samaria soon as well. But like, they're both in a bad location, kinda. The Samaria is in a less bad spot than the hammer for James. Because he has all of the front of castle. And like, for Brad, well, he'll find the swamp small, and he'll get the Mire big on Marcus. So there's like nothing in a bad spot for him. Um.
And hey, we'll get to see what's on Desert Torch.
Yay! Uh, um,
Is it anything good?
it's a small key. Well, we don't need much small keys at this point. Well, this is a logic small key for cool stare. Just saying. And Red will go beat Swamp. This is what I would have done in his shoes. So James is going to find is Samaria and the Tempered Sword. Well, Brez is clearing Swamp here, which is going to be his fifth crystal, I shall say. So you only really need the Thief Stone Big to be in go mode. After beating Swamp. Meanwhile, Brett completed the meme item percent, burn at Bugnet and the single arrow. And he decided to skip Lifelike Swamp here. Yeah. So Brett will get his Mario big. I think his next play is going to be Mario at this point. Like clearing the 2 checks in Mario. Did Brett didn't get Dark Ross? Did Brett didn't get Dark Ross with the Thief Town Bicky? That could be bad for him if he didn't do Dark Cross. And I think James is on his way to CT2 here. No. Where are you going? Oh, he's going to be TR. Yeah. Hopefully after TR, it does the front to get the GT big, and it goes to second chest of Castle Tower at this point. So nice way to go to TR. Inverted is like just to mirror to Laser Bridge. Meanwhile, we will see soon enough what's on the Vitreous here. Those were nice dark room from Red side in Mire. They're not the easiest one in the game. It was well done. GG's for him. And meanwhile, James just big Tranex. He'll probably going to do the front. Like he's still missing a hammer and GT Bicky at this point. And Red almost got the one cycle on Argus with Tempered. Yep, and Jay's going back inside. He'll get a GT Bicky. He's only looking for a hammer at this point. He might go beat Thieves, he might go beat Mire looking for a hammer, though. He might not go to the second chest of Castle Tower. And Red only needs the Thieves on Bicky at this point. Now he's using his portal here to save it back. That was a smart play from. So where are you going, James? Not CT2. Yeah, he's probably going to be Thieves and Mire at this point. Like I said, he's only looking for a hammer, so he doesn't mind not doing big chest of Thieves. And yeah, but I think, like chat mentioned, he's going to be revolving to Dark Cross here. And get the silvers. We're not saying no to silvers. And he's not doing Dark Cross here. He might go to Pod here. He only has 3 keys. He's going to Eastern. He has Eastern. Yeah, that's interesting. Although, James is a bit behind in crystal count. Like, Brett has 6, he has 3. He's about to get his 4th. How the Thief style might be 5th. And I think when it's without a hammer, he's going to do air right into ice. Into GT. So yeah, after Thieves, James gonna go Meyer for sure. It's a crystal he can beat. There's 2 check there, the big chest and the boss. Will the lamp be on blind here? We're soon going to find out. A nice lamp on the blind. That's a good find for James.
That is a silly spot for lamp.
It is. He's going to go Meyer. Which is understandable, it's a crystal he can beat. Meanwhile, Red's going to clear Eastern here. Be a bit disappointed because it's not Thieves big. I think at this point Red's going to the back pod, although he only has 2 small keys and the big key. He might try to beat Helma here. Because maybe he thinks it's into some big chest. Maybe. Because according to chat, Red has the Dark Rails Markov. And we all know that in Dark Rails is the Thief Down Big Key, which he'll need. At this point.
Oh no. I'm just looking. I went to go poking on Bread's tracker, and he has all of escape marked off.
Oh yeah, That feels bad. Like, you might try to go for pet for some big key then. Because he has that information. That's his own big key. And James just beat Virtuous, which is his 5th crystal. GG's to him.
Okay, now James, I need you to waste a little bit more time. Give Brett the chance to figure out what he's missed.
Is he going to go to Lembo here? Yeah, it's going to be Lembo. But James, you need to go to Castle Tower second chest here. Please go get a hammer.
Bread.
I mean, for bed, like, if he mark off Dark Cross, I mean, there's no way he's going back there. You might do have scout his VOD back to see what he missed at this point. But yeah,
It's gonna take a little bit to figure it out.
yeah, it will.
And every minute of it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, he's going to for powder now. I was going to the James repair, but I just remembered that Helma is beyond hammer. And he needs the hammer, he knows it's not there. So what's on powder today? A map. Tuera. Yeah, he's going to do purple chest here. Which is not a bad play, like it's quick, you flip to 6, you lift the rock and throw in purple chest. But it needs to go back to CT2 at some point. Earlier rather than later. And I think if you're in James' shoes, you don't want it to be Castle Tower. You skip it early on, like. Yeah. And Brett's going back in Swamp. I think he skipped less at Swamp on his first trip there.
Brett is usually pretty big on skipping left side swamps, so.
Yeah. It checks out. I mean, at this point, it's how quick does Brett go back? Dark Cross versus how quick does James got the hammer and can kill Era and Ice? At this point, because I don't think there's much left on James' side. There's not Hammerlock.
Yeah, there's not left that isn't completely missing on Bread's side either. Just looking at his tracker, all Bread has marked left is Finishing Desert. I think that's Spiral Cave and Spike Cave.
Yeah. Yeah, and James going to Big Red Bomb. He's going to get the silvers. And as chat pointed out, he also has Era Big Chest. Because he found the Era Big Key in Eastern. Yeah, and I think after Big Red Bomb, James only has CT2. I don't see something else that he has to do. Yep, and he's splitting to 1. I'm most likely certain he's going to CT2 to the second chest because of tower.
Time is running out for Bread.
I
They will soon have that hammer.
Yeah. Is it a trip to Dark Cross here? Where's he going then, if he's going that way? It might be Dark Cross.
I can only hope it's Dark Cross.
Because I don't see what. Yeah, it's Dark Cross.
Oh, is that what that last check is that was on the map? Was that saying that was Dark Cross? Okay, I'm not used to how the Duncan style trackers lay out their maps, so.
Yeah, it's a dot in the middle of Emerald Castle. So I think I don't know. It's inverted. So they both find their go mode at the same time, but Red is he's ahead. Because he only needs to be Thief's Down, while James needs to be Era and Ice.
Yeah, but Hera and Ice are both pretty fast.
Thief's Down is quick and inverted. You just need to flip the two. And I think Thief's Down is the same amount of time of Ice at this point. And like I mean, it's still a race. Don't get me wrong. It's still a race. It's still going to be close. But
I would maybe agree with you if like the attic was open already, but
maybe. It's still going to be close, I think. The good thing on both sides is that they both have silvers, so none of them has the silver advantage or disadvantage compared to their opponent.
yeah, true.
And also, what's efficient on Red's side is that he probably kept his mirror portal in front of castle, so you just have to dash there, go to pyramid to get it. But I don't know if it's faster than flipping to 4 and get the portal down to Hype Cave.
I've never been one for being able to know the answer to those, so.
James, you're in go mode. You don't need that small key. You have enough GT small keys, you have enough. But it's still going to be close between those two runners. Like, he might come to GT Climb Execution and Ganon's fight. And there's heart refill from bed. Don't forget the small key under the rock. Yeah. So Brett will be on his way to Ganon. To Ganon is going to do the climb. No, James, no!
Oh no.
Oh.
That's never good.
Those are quick mishap that happen. Oh, he didn't hit the switch. That's why. Oh. That's why mirror back.
It's still painful.
It is. It is. And Brady's about to start is GT climb. And nice goal stairs fight for James. Really well done with the fire rod and the spin. And that's James 7 Crystal while Brady's in the gauntlet. What were you about to say? Sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah, Cold Flare goes a lot cleaner when he can use either the fire rod or gold sword or even a tempered sword on him.
Yeah. Nice wine cycle on Brett's side for Len Molas. There's a GT climb difference here, kinda like up to like top of GT, I guess. Meanwhile, Jamie is starting his GT climb.
Though it's one of those things, it's like, can never completely write it off because there's still tons of things that could happen. Don't want to completely write him off just yet, but also I'm not going to say any of those words because I may have, while watching a race recently, spoken someone completely out, so I don't want to open my big fat mouth.
Yeah, I mean, the race is not over until one of them finish.
The race isn't over until the pig dies and someone crosses the finish line.
Exactly. Yeah, everything can happen. I hope nothing bad happened to both of these runners because, you know, they're both great people. But everything can happen.
But you still want your team to win no matter what.
Kinda, but like, you know, it's alright.
At what cost?
That was a nice dance on Aga for Brad. I was trying to do a joke with the team name.
Oh boy.
I think there was a 2 or 3 cycles on red side.
Yeah, well, I think that's about right.
Nice 1 cycle as well on James on Limbo. Well, Brett is on Ganon. I think they both straight out. If they look at the race room, if they see like my opponent's not done, although I last look at like the teeth on Biggie hard the hammer. Those are good Ganon's pattern. And Brett is able to get the triple. Nope. And
triple.
Yeah, and GG's on Brett's side. Meanwhile, James will be on Moldorp 2. And we're joined by Brett here. GG's.
GG's.
GG's, Brett.
Did James leave the key like I did?
No, he left the
Not
hammer. He left the hammer on CT2. It was his last location.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
It dipped
Like,
because they were early on. Only did the first chest and leave.
Do you not have a key at the time? Because I know
He
there was
had
like
the key.
Oh,
He
okay.
had the key.
Yeah, I technically skipped it in my first mountain trip just because with the 1 key and getting the hook shot in the glove early, I was like, okay, maybe I'm just gonna get an AGA 1 kit just in Hook Cave and Super Bunny, and then I'll just leave it for later and then just do both checks. And then I came back and did both, and I mean the hammer was nice, and man, that lamp is very deep to put that in logic.
We were like trying to figure out which shot, like where the lamp could be at this point. And it was like either Pyramid Fairy or Thief Town at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And guess it was in Thief Town, I'm blind, so.
So if you think about it, it's not all that deep. Cause you just need the light world access and then just go to Dark Cross and there you go.
Okay. It's had to. Oh, where is the thief small? Because you need the
Akina.
thief small key.
It's in the
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not. Never mind. It's just me thinking it's deep because it took me an hour or something to go back to Dark Cross, which I should have done after Pyramid Fairy. But my brain was too focused on, hey, just do Pod Eastern. So many checks there, forehead. It's got to be there.
Gotta be.
No. A nice Corsair fight early on in the game, Brad. GG's.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't sweating at some of the points on that for you.
Yeah, just getting hit by Ice Block twice early on in the fight. Just gotta lock in a little bit.
That and like at one point you literally like walked right past one of the puffs, like right next to me. I was like, oh god, you should have been hit.
Clearly, I was fine.
It's fine. It's fine. I didn't have a heart attack. It's fine.
I mean, you're still here. You didn't die, so it's fine.
Exactly.
I don't know. I might have lost me for a minute there.
Yeah, I fumbled for quite a while just to get the Moon Pearl, because that was like, what, 40-something minute Moon Pearl, I think. Because I grabbed that Skullwoods key when I first clear it just to do the front a little bit quicker. Cause I'm like, I'm normally not worried about that key burning me in inverted. Because I feel like you're just gonna get other Skullwood smalls quicker, so I was like, alright, we're gonna bring the key. If I get Fire Rat, I'll come back later with the key, kill Moth, cool. And I didn't get a small key, so I didn't really want to go back to Skullwoods forever.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And GG's James?
GG's.
Your mic is probably muted.
Oh, sorry. I had push talk on. Yeah, GG's. As bad as I messed up the first half hour of that seed, I'll take a 3-minute loss.
Yeah, I just left Dark Cross forever. I just did not. I was looking for the Thieves Big for quite a while. Because I just wrote it off after doing the front of Escape and how I routed it.
I did back of Escape first, so I did Dark Cross when I went in there. I was looking for a hammer for half an hour.
Yeah, so I heard. I'm curious why you put off Aga 2 for a while. Or I guess second chest of Aga Tower.
Well, I didn't have the lamp, and I had a bunch of stuff that was in Logic, and then I got Samaria finally, and finished out Turtle Rock and got GT Big. So I'm just in hammer mode at that point, and I still have a Thieves Town that I've been putting off because I didn't have a hammer, and a Mire that I just got full access to, a Samaria. And I just went and did Crystal Dungeons after that, and did Thieves, and I did Mire, got my lamp, finally put CT2 in Logic. But after that, I had a Desert for 2, I had Big Bomb for 2, Purple Chest, and CT2 at that point. And it was just, I picked last. I actually last located the hammer, just hard last locate.
Gotcha.
I was a little flustered and frustrated with how poorly I played the first part of this seed. Is a lot of it too. I was kind of cutting corners. Once I got Desert Big, I fluted, and then I got Bow and Desert Big like right next to each other, and I fluted to 6 to take a look at Desert. I had a map for it. I saw it was a pendant and left it and went to Eastern, and then that ended up being a pendant too, and really felt behind at that point.
Yeah, I already knew there were pendants going in. It's just I cleared Eastern just because later in the season I was in just Thieves Town Big Key Go mode. I was like, well, I can do Eastern, I can mirror into Pod, clean up Pod a bit. Just have, even though I know they're pendants at that point, it's just pure density to just start clearing through them. I just didn't kill Helma just because I was like, well, Thieves Lamp could just be in Thieves Town, which turns out that was correct. But
I never even found the Pod Big, so
I forget where it was. I've had it for a decent bit.
Pod Big was somewhere.
it's gotta be in
Higher
Hera.
luck.
Gotta be in Hera.
Yeah, it wasn't there.
Yeah, basement cage. I
Basement.
think,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because I would hammer go. I never touched anything.
Yeah.
Hero.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, it was basement cage.
Did you get silvers?
Yes, they're in Pyramid Berry.
Yeah, so did I. That was my last check before CT2. I'm like,
Nice vanilla silvers.
yep. Yeah, I forgot. Like, I was gonna go to Skullwoods in the early game and then got bombed, so I went down and checked Hype Cave, and then I went back and did a bunch of stuff, and then just kind of forgot about Skullwoods, and then finally went back there to get Bombos, to get into Mire, to get Pearl. So I didn't have Pearl until like 30 minutes.
I did the front of Skull. I hard located Pearl. I
Yeah.
had a like 40-ish minute mark or something.
Oh,
Wait.
interesting.
Red
Like
still did a bit
I
of-
had Ice Palace cleared out, and because I got the hammer early, so I ended up clearing Ice Palace during the first Dark World before getting Pearl.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't have CT1 when I went up to Agnum's Tower the first time, and I didn't have Fire Rod the second time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
I had the key just because I put off the mountain for so long. So I already had the key going above my first trip on the mountain.
yeah, I went to the mountain fairly early. Like as soon as I got hookshot, I went up there, figuring Pearl would just be find Lionel's.
Yeah, that's fair. I was honestly figuring it was gonna be CT climb for Light World access, because I already had the one key and a sword. So I was kind of thinking that area's gonna be like, here's a lamp and another CT small. Go climb tower.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG's, I guess. I was kind of struggling on Pearl, and then felt stupid on Thieves Big, but
Are you both ready for next week for Co-op Crosskeys?
Talk to me on Saturday.
I will.
Sure.
What's-
It's
What's going on Saturday?
that's when our cross keys races are.
Against
Oh.
Senator Jam and Mike.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna lose by a half hour. It's fine.
Yeah. Who are you racing this week, Brett?
I think let me double check. I think it's Dew Pearl, the Scary Olive, yo.
That's going to be a good matchup. Good luck with that.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I think we're doing like Wednesday, Thursday. I think we kind of decided on Tuesday, Thursday. Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday. When we do it. Yeah.
GG's again. Thank you, Gamer. Thank you, Pichu, for comms. Thanks to SpeedGaming for the restream.
Thank you for playing.
And head out here. Yep.
Yeah, GG to both of you. We still have a couple of match going on today. We have one that's just started right now. Or will start soon, actually. Shady versus Vex. We have Jill versus G Measure tonight at 9 PM Eastern. And that's pretty much it for today. We still have a bunch of matches tomorrow. So yeah. Bye everyone.